Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
And Klash with Kenzie is brought to you by the Schaumburg Boomers.
Feel the boom.
Visit Schaumburg Boomers. For tickets, go to boomersbaseball.com. Go get those tickets. So Alex checking in from North Lake. Ahoy. Tell us something about yourself, buddy.
Today's my birthday, man. I've been listening to you guys for a really long time. I love your voices. I don't really know what you look like. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm sure you're attractive people.
So if you find out I'm hideous, you're just not listening anymore.
Hey, Kenzie, my first was named Kenzie. I hope you're not like 32 years old, are you?
I'm 29.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought you meant your first kid. You mean your first, like, the person you had sex with?
Yeah, my first.
I thought he meant kid, too, and I thought maybe, like, you would be a long-lost kid is something he was trying to say. That's how I took it. Did you take it that way?
Name and then decided never to see her again. No, we did not have sex.
I love her.
At least first.
I love her. We'll name her Kenzie. Now I'll just leave her at a fire station.
Well, listen, when you love something, you have to let them go.
That's right. That's what they always say.
Yeah. Then they come back and kill you.
Low-key, you guys kind of sound alike, but I know, yeah, you're 3 years younger than me, so it wasn't you.
It sounds like you say that in court. Listen, I know she was of age.
Oh, Lord. That's a good story.
All right, here we go. Let's play some trivia.
All right, first 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. Remember, Alex, that if Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point, so listen to the questions carefully. She can do the same to you. Alex, on your birthday, I flipped a coin. Call heads or tails?
They say tails never fails, but I'm going to go ahead.
You're right. It's heads. There you go.
Well done.
I don't know who
I
invented
love the thought process. There's only 2 choices.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so question number 1, Alex. Mary Todd served as the first lady for which president? Mary Todd.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, the Lincoln, land of Lincoln. Kenzie, what dance move was popularized after actor Alfonso Ribeiro used it in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
The Carlton.
The Carlton. Now get up and do the Carlton for another point. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
What?
You don't have to do that.
Really?
Let's see. Alex, what was the last name of the family on the show John and Kate plus 8? The last name.
Oh, man. I want to say...
3?
I want to say Olsen.
Olsen. Well, no, it's not Olsen.
What do you think of Mary and Kate?
Yeah.
That's what you think of?
Yeah.
Mary Kate Olsen. It's a Gosselin.
It's Gosselin. That's right. Close to Olsen.
Same vibes.
Similar letters.
Let's see. Back to Kenzie.
That's right. 2-1 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what 2000s comedy focuses on the importance of the Catalina wine mixer?
Oh, Step Brothers.
Oh, come on.
I'm just going in order, bud. I'm just going in order.
3-1 back to Alex.
It's the Catalina effing wine mixer, okay?
It's the effing Catalina wine mixer.
This is how I make my nut.
I'm due for a Step Brothers rewatch. It feels like it's going to hit the spot.
So good.
All right, 3-1 back to Alex.
Alex, what is the shape of DNA known as? So DNA has a shape. 3.
DNA has a shape.
2. Give me a shape.
I'm just going to guess spiral.
Spiral?
I know it kind of looks like that, but I know it's not it.
Always guess something. It's not a spiral. Kenzie?
A double helix?
It's a double helix is what it's called. Wow.
What the...
Wow. Nice sensor.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Well, you couldn't get that one. That was
I-
fair.
I'm being humbled right now.
Whenever you sounded angry at me. You don't sound humbled.
Whenever I listen, I'm always yelling at the other player, thinking like, "Oh my goodness, how are you losing this?" And now I'm them.
This is a universal experience. The amount of trash that gets talked on the phone when I'm figuring out who's going to play Clash with Kenzie for the day, they all think they can take her down. And then they all wind up in this situation where it's back to Kenzie and she's ahead 4-1. She can win with the correct answer.
Wow.
You hit me with that very first question, Mary Todd. I was like, all right, this is gonna this everything I thought it would be, and now I'm down 4-1 with a chance for Kenzie to win, right?
Oh boy. So Kenzie,
Uh-huh.
in what sport would you find a golden duck? in what sport?
A golden duck?
Yes.
A golden duck. I don't know. That sounds like polo. Sounds rich.
Not polo, but you always guess something. Alex, do you know?
I might just be guessing at this point, but I was just in Europe, Asia, and Australia and Africa, and I think I'm just going to go with I'm gonna go with cricket.
Mm-hmm.
Cricket's right, but we got to ask you why you were in where? Australia, Russia, where were you? Where were you?
Those aren't even next to each other. How are you in this many places?
I was in Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa. I was doing a soul search.
Oh, did you find it?
I found it in a dive bar in Ankara, Turkey.
Fun.
Good Lord.
My man. All right.
Okay.
He's got 2. Kenzie's got 4. It's back to Alex.
Alex, what breed of dog was used to popularize the phrase, Yo quiero Taco Bell?
Oh, man, finally I get an easy one. Thank you. Chihuahua.
There you go.
Chihuahua's right. Now we're 4-3, so you never know what's going to happen here.
Right now, it's back to Kenzie.
But the problem is Kenzie can win with the next answer here, okay? So, Kenzie, what year did the War of 1812 end? So
that sucks. I was really excited for a minute. You know how I feel about war questions. I'm gonna give it 2 years. I'm gonna say 1814.
It's not 1814. Alex, you can tie it up with this one.
She said 1814.
I did.
3, 2.
I'm going to go 1813.
Oh, went the wrong way. 3-year war, 1815.
All right, back
That took a while.
It did.
What
It
were
did.
they figuring out? No one can tell me what the war was about.
Back to Alex again. He's got 3. Kenzie's got 4.
Alex, what is the capital of Wisconsin?
I got to go Madison.
It is Madison.
There you
Tied
go.
up
All
4.
right.
Next one wins. See, what a comeback,
Here
son.
we go.
Can I just say one thing real quick?
Yes.
Win or lose. Those are my 2 options. No, I'm kidding. Win or lose. Win or lose. I'm just happy I pushed this thing from 4-1 to 4-4. So
There
it's
you
been
go,
a good
honey.
game.
Yeah.
Because you found your soul.
There you go.
That's important.
In that briefcase in Pulp Fiction, that's where his soul was.
That's right. Ooh, good callback.
All right.
4-4. Back to Kenzie. She can win with the correct answer.
Kenzie,
So help me God if you say the word war. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
in Rome, okay, here we go. Kenzie, what is the title of the direct sequel to 50 Shades of Grey? Remember that movie, 50 Shades of Grey?
Of course I remember that movie.
Every woman saw that 48 times.
Yes, I love that movie.
And loved it.
It's 50 Shades Darker.
Oh! Damn it. Oh, boy. Well, listen, Alex, that was a good run. See, you feel good about yourself.
See, you said you'd feel good no matter what. Remember?
I do. I feel good no matter what, but I knew that one, and I thought you sounded like you didn't know it, so I was prematurely celebrating.
Oh, no. I love that series. Settle down. You've underestimated.
Does the premature celebration happen often?
I know.
Sorry if I'm prying
Well,
there.
it's his birthday, though, so let's still give him that prize pack.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give you something anyway, okay?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, so time for a fact that makes your brain go. 18% of Chicagoans have said they've been told they're doing this wrong, and it leads to fights, it leads to breakups, it leads to the cops being called, and maybe you've gone through it. I think there's going to be a lot of people that relate to this when I get it out there. Now, Kenzie, you said exactly a weight conversation. Is that what you're thinking?
I would think something about weight, losing weight, gaining weight. I would say something about that being approached, needing to exercise.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these, by the way, in this 18%, they say it's unsolicited. Someone kind of just came up and said,
Right,
like,
which
hey.
makes me think it's like, if you want to lose weight, and you're just sitting there like, no,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
That would offend you.
Now, Case thinks it's about something I was talking about going to the Weber yesterday. It's about grilling. Someone judges your grilling. That's a really good one, too, because people don't like to be told how to grill. I know how to grill. I'm throwing you off my balcony. I know what I'm doing.
Of course you do.
Yes.
You're a grill master.
But all those are wrong. Both those are wrong, actually. 18% of Chicagoans said they've been told they're doing this wrong, and it's mowing their lawn. Unsolicited, people will come up in the neighborhoods. Now, listen, I don't have a lawn, so I don't understand this. I live in the city.
Yeah.
And Case doesn't have a lawn either. Kenzie has a lawn.
I have a lawn.
Yeah. Now, do you mow your own lawn?
No.
Ah.
We have, so this is actually cool. So what my husband is the master of is getting tons of people in the neighborhood to sign up for stuff, and then we get the discounts. So there's also there's a company.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Basically. So
I think I gave him some investment money back in the day.
So what happens is if you get a company, whatever, say, I don't know the name, lawn mowing service. Okay,
Right.
we're gonna go generic. I'm not gonna shout anybody out of control. So,
So that was good lawn mowing guys.
yeah, it's good lawn mowing guys. If you're if you post on our neighborhood site hey, if we sign up, we're all getting a group discount. Well, you get an even bigger discount because you got everyone to sign up.
Yeah.
So we spend almost nothing because we get a bunch of people to sign up.
They're paying for your lawn.
Basically. But they're also getting a discount because enough people signed up. We do the same thing with there's a trash cleaning service. Because
Right.
your trash cans are smell so bad.
Yeah.
And they especially in the summer, heat. It's horrible. But we always get so many people to sign up. We put out a little sheet and 100 people in the neighborhood will do it. And so we get ours for free.
Ah.
So my husband is the most punch card, get people to sign up. He's he wheels and deals. He's always did you know that on Wednesdays this restaurant's half off? He's always coming to me with something like this. So I'm okay.
This was weird to me because, again, not only do I not have a lawn, people that I know have lawns like you and my brother, people have services now. When I was a kid, my first job was taking the lawnmower down the street and just going door to door and saying, hey, you want your lawn mowed for $10, $12, $15, whatever.
Well, the thing, if you spend $10 to mow your lawn, but you never have to buy a lawnmower or the gas or the maintenance, or in our case too, you don't have to buy the mulch or weed, you don't have to buy a weed whacker or weed killer or weed that, all that stuff is expensive to go out and buy.
Yeah.
So if you choose not to do that, and if you get a good deal, it's
I don't know if a kid's going to charge $10 today for a lawn, though. They probably want 30 or something. I don't know.
It depends on the size of the lawn.
I don't know. Does anybody out there still cut lawns? You cut your own lawn?
We get a lot of kids who come to our door during the winter, can I shovel your driveway for
That's the other thing
$5?
I did. Yeah, winter was shoveling driveways and summer was mowing lawns.
And my husband won't do it. He's a hater. He's no, I have a snowblower.
That's just flexing.
Yeah, he's no, I'm going to do it myself because once he invests in something, we have to use it as much as possible.
Well,
so
that's not
going to happen.
It'd be funny if you said, no, I got a snowblower. Hey, you want to see it? It's pretty awesome. It's
You blow the snow in the kid's face.
yeah, totally.
He's just there with a shovel. He's from the 1800s. It's just sad.
Now, you might ask, why does someone get in someone's face about mowing a lawn wrong? What's the right way to mow a lawn? Well, I did a little research on this, and people usually go back and forth, rows. Some people do the diagonal. And then
some people have the plaid pattern in the yard. Have you seen that?
You're supposed to mix it up, I guess, for your lawn's health. But the best pattern to mow in is concentric circles. It's an efficient pattern because all the turns you make are in the same direction. And since turns are more gradual, it's easier to maneuver your mower. A circular pattern will match the cuts you make around trees and flower beds as well. Because you always get screwed up and you want to make these straight lines and there's a tree. You gotta it's crooked, and my OCD used to kick in on that. So if you do circles, then the trees will be good, and it's also healthier for your lawn, allegedly. And you're also supposed to let the clippings stay in the yard as mulch, kind of mulching in the yard.
The aerial view of a lawn that I would cut would be rancid. It would just look like you duct taped the lawn together. I missed the middle, man. And come back. And there would be no pattern. There'd be no system. I'll go over here now. Oh, let me come back. It would be horrible.
So Steve, the camera guy, checked in and said, we have a guy for $60 a week mowing, edging, and whacking for the lawn. $60 a week. A week?
That's a lot. I think we paid that maybe a month.
Wow.
Maybe.
And then 708 checked in. I cut my lawn and my neighbor always has something to say. I haven't cut it in 3 weeks for that reason. I'm letting it grow to piss that guy off. See, there are these lawn wars in the suburbs. I just haven't experienced, and I love hearing these stories.
It's so weird because the only time I've ever noticed someone's grass is if it's so high I can't see their door. Then I'm well, they should cut that.
Well, you figured I see that and I think they died and no one has gotten in on there. There's not a wellness check.
Them. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious about these lawn wars people have because 18% of Chicagoans say they've been told they're mowing their lawn wrong and they haven't asked anybody about it.
I don't understand. How often do you have to mow? Because
a lot.
Let me preface it with this. I've never mowed a lawn before.
Ever?
Never.
Good Lord.
I mean, my dad used to. I had two brothers and I had help with everything.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, don't play the privilege music.
I I mean, how did you not have to? You had to have so much lawn because you had horses.
Didn't you have a big, acres? Didn't you have a lot of land?
Yeah.
I grew up on a few acres.
So
a few
who
acres.
cut it?
My dad had a Dixie chopper riding mower, and whenever I would volunteer my services, he would say, "No, you don't know how to do it. I'll do it myself."
Right. He didn't want you touching. Riding lawnmowers are badass. He didn't want you touching his.
Yeah.
That's like his prime piece of equipment.
It's a Dixie chopper. It's like he was driving a tank through town.
Amen.
Yeah. So, no, I've never done that before.
He's like, you're not touching this. He's like, you don't know how to do anything. Just go drink some Mountain Dew.
That's like you were in my house.
You're not saddling up on this thing.
I've always wanted a riding lawnmower. We had a small yard. I said, Dad, can we get a riding lawnmower? I'll cut I cut it anyway for free, but I mean, it's like I'd like to ride that mower.
Your dad seems like the type of guy that would have been morally opposed to a riding mower, like that's cheating somehow.
Hell yes.
Yeah, you push that thing and you push it well.
I just imagine your dad setting a folding chair in the front yard and be like, we'll sit in it and push it back and forth.
Shot paintball guns at me with my shirt off while I was mowing the lawn.
Gosh.
That was Pops, yeah.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're talking about the fact that makes your brain go that 18% of Chicagoans have been told that they're mowing their lawn wrong, and they never ask for anybody's opinion. And apparently this is a big suburb war that's going on out here. I mean, the city, people have lawns too, but I don't have one, and Case doesn't have one. Kenzie has a beautiful lawn, I imagine, done by a professional.
I mean, they just come and cut it. It's not like, it wasn't like designed.
Little crop circles.
There's not like a fountain of a cherub in the middle of it or something. Settle down.
A
Grass.
lot of people checking in on this. Case talked about how his dad had a Dixie chopper lawnmower, which I just looked up, and they can cost up to $36,000.
Yeah, worth every penny, by the way.
I got to get into sock sales. Lord. Things are flying off the shelf.
Everybody needs socks.
Amen.
It's like why athletes invested in water all those years ago. Everybody had a vitamin water, investment.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs water. Same deal with socks.
Can I ride a Dixie chopper lawnmower to work?
Yeah.
I go on Lakeshore Drive with that thing.
You can ride over cars. It's like driving Gravedigger to work, basically.
Oh, my God. So speaking of that, someone texted in here, Kevin from 219 said, I drove a Dixie chopper into Shorewood Lake in Valpo, Indiana one summer as a maintenance man.
Kevin, I need more info because that feels like it's the episode of The Office where Dwight drives the car into the lake because the GPS told him to.
Yeah.
I need to know how you got in there.
Yeah, something tells me we're not getting the whole story there. There's something else going on.
It's so bad. Also, 708 texted in and said, obviously commenting on the fact that I said how bad it would look if I cut the lawn.
Yeah.
And he goes, my wife cut the lawn once, and it looked like a schizophrenic motor.
Well, clearly off his medication. Yeah. Doing that. You know what was always weird to me when I would come down our neighborhood coming home is that when I would see, and this is not a sexist statement at all, okay?
Oh, boy.
Wow, that
boy.
open, it never leads to anything good.
This is going to be the most sexist statement I've ever heard.
And then next time she's like, I have a girl who's a friend, so don't worry about it. I'm not against women.
Okay, so what's your not sexist statement?
Boy.
My not sexist statement is when I come home and go down the street and see a mom out there in an apron mowing the lawn. I go like, they have sons. Like, why is the mom out there who's doing all these other duties in the cooking apron in between, like, making this rotisserie? I had to go out and mow the lawn. It always looked weird to me, and I wanted, do you need a hand here? Do you need help? So it's not sexist. See, I was trying to help out. I'm just saying that women can mow lawns. They can do it in aprons. It just was always weird to me to see the mom out there doing it.
Amen, Brian. This is the most I've ever supported you.
Thank you.
We should not have to be out there. I think women can do anything, but that doesn't mean we should. I don't want to do it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, so we were talking about, first off, the guy that stuffed over 100 snakes in his pants to smuggle them into China to sell them. He got busted. He did not succeed. This led to a conversation about the Breeders' Reptile Convention up in Schaumburg this weekend. All the information should be at Q101.com for you on that if you're into the reptile snake thing. And then Kenzie brought up the case. Well, you probably never saw snakes on a plane case because there's a legendary line in that. And that triggered my brain to remind me of when I watched it on FX once. And they have a TV edit. This is the greatest TV edit of all time. And this is, of course, when someone swears. They either bleep the word out, But a lot of times in these movies, they will do alternate lines that they'll read so they can play it on TV and it won't just be all taken out. As Kenzie brought up, the famous line was, "I've had it with these mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane."
Classic Samuel L. Jackson. It couldn't be said any different, and it couldn't be said any better.
No one could have taken that role better than him.
Nope.
Now, are you ready for the best TV edit of all time of that line?
I can't wait.
So, Case, just to set the stage for you since you haven't seen it, they're on a plane and there's a bunch of snakes on the plane.
Got it. All right, I follow.
It's a deep concept. You need to sit in it for a moment. I get it.
Are you sure you understand what's going on?
This isn't like The Matrix where I didn't understand what was happening from the opening scene. Snakes on a plane, I seem to understand.
Okay.
It's kind of a show me the baby moment, if you will.
So here we go. Samuel Jackson standing up, and he's finally fed up. So here we go, leading into the greatest TV edit line of all time.
We gotta clear the snakes out of the cockpit.
Yeah, clear the snakes out of the cockpit, yeah. Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
Did you hear it clear enough?
I don't know if I was ready. I actually think I have to hear it again.
I'll clear.
So why did they use this? They were replacing the same word the second time.
That's right.
And they didn't use this.
They didn't use the same word again. One more time, Samuel Jackson. So they replaced mother effing twice. Here's how they chose to do it.
Yeah. Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
I've had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Why is it giving the hours the plane works? On this 9 to 5.
And when you watch it, sometimes these TV edits, you can see their mouth saying the mother effing,
Yeah.
no, Samuel Jackson reacted this line. His face is saying those words.
There's no way he could do that seriously.
I don't know how he did it.
He should have won an Oscar for the remake, the TV version of that, to keep a straight face.
Oh my God.
Why not use the word frickin'? Listen, I know I'm not a Hollywood writer.
Yep, that's right.
But I just feel like you could have just said, hey, call it mother effing, frickin'.
Enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
Now, I challenge our listeners, if they've ever heard a better TV edit, a more hilarious edit, you can check in with us at 312-591-8300.
I could have been on this plane and dealing with these snakes and stopped him and it doesn't fly on Saturdays and Sundays. It would have stopped me in my tracks.
Also, let's examine the first line. They're monkey-fighting snakes?
But that would have been even more terrifying. They can beat up monkey. We're never getting off of this alive.
I mean...
Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
That gets better every time I hear it.
Listen, that has to be in our audio. We have to be randomly hitting that.
Okay.
Every time I'm annoyed with something.
Let's just save that, okay? Here we go.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.